Hi, grade 10 computer science. It's Mr. Marshall here, and the purpose of this video is to show you how to debug your programs. Now, Popfizz seems to be a very solid program that we're using to learn Python. One of the things that I would like to see it improve is how it displays errors. So let's just look at some of the errors that Popfizz displays very early on. So in Unit 2, I typed up my solution and I'm going to test it and see if it works. So my solution here, I just want to display the numbers 0 to 4. I'm going to run it, and oh my, it says print is not defined on line 2. Oh, careless Mr. Marshall. This is a lowercase p. So now when I run it, I get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. That is exactly what I wanted to do for the first mission. Okay, on the second mission, I want to print the numbers 1 to 5. So let's see what I did here. I know I'm starting at 1, and Python is non-inclusive, so I want to stop at 6. It will never show 6. I should say that Python is inclusive on the first integer and non-inclusive on the last integer. So I'm pretty sure this will work. Let's give it a try. I got to select the right program, task 2, and I get another error. Indentation error, pretty specific. Oh my goodness, I forgot to indent this. Now when I run it, I get the solution I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I don't know if you want to count backwards from 10. This is just me winging this. I'm going to go 11, 10, minus 1. Nope, I'm going to start at 10. 10 is inclusive. The 0 isn't. Let's just try this. Okay, so I go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It doesn't show the 0 because that's the second argument. So the third argument is also optional, but it's what we go down by. We're going to go down by minus 1. The default is to go up by 1. Anyways, what I like about Chapter 2, Unit 2, is that it showed the errors nice. Okay, now I want to move on to something that I have in Chapter 3, Turtle Graphics. And the one I'm going to look at is under Turtle Loops, and I'm going to look at number 5. All right, so I'm drawing a triangle here, and so let's give this a try. So I know my triangle has 3 sides, so I'm range 3, and I go forward 100, and I turn right 120. So this seems to be perfectly fine. Let's see. That's great. All right, so let's just say I had an error. Okay, let's say I forgot to refer to the object, and I just ran it as it is, and now I don't see anything. Okay, now this is where Popfizz is really failing you and I. So we want a way. Okay, we know that it's supposed to be pat.forward. Okay, because I just had the correct solution there, but we want a way to figure out what's going on. And sometimes you're going to get errors where you're just not going to be able to figure it out. So here is what I want to suggest to you. There is an awesome site called Repl.it. And Miss Nizio uses this in grade 11 and 12 computer science. I'm going to send you a registration code so you could actually register for this site. But for right now, we don't need to register. We could just go to the Start Coding button. Okay? And don't select Python, believe it or not. I want you to scroll down until you see Python with Turtle, because that's the one we're using. And then you're going to say Create REPL. Okay, so now it brings you to a coding environment, and what's great is our console is down here. So our drawing canvas is up here, our console where it will show errors is here, and this part is where you put your code. So we could do a nice copy and paste from Popfizz, and we'll put this over in REPL, and now when I run this code, I see name forward is not defined. Ah, so it's on line 6. Oh yes, I need to refer to the object, and the object is Pat. Pat is the name of my turtle. So now when I put that in there and I run my code, I could see Pat the turtle is just doing a fantastic job. Okay, so now I know what I have to fix back here because it gives me the defined error. So this is just a great environment. Okay, I will send you a registration code which will allow you access to some other things, but for right now you don't need to register. Go to Repl.it and do a new Python turtle. All right, let's try one more before we end this. Let's try Snowflake, and I want to try Snowflake 7. Okay, so what do I have right here? Okay, so right now I got some colors, and I think I did the 6 parallelograms. So let's just see if this runs correctly. I'm going to run this, and okay, so that's going to draw 6 parallelograms to create the snowflake. The 6 is this, it's doing it 6 times, and then this code right here is drawing the parallelogram. Right? Remember, we're turning 60 because we want to get all the way around. 6 times 60 is 360 degrees. Okay, so that's great. But let's just say, right, a familiar error that you may forget is you may forget to import your turtle, right? Lots of the code snippets and Popfizz forgets to say import turtle. So what would the result look like if I ran it? Nothing. It doesn't say anything, right? So now, if I were to copy this code over here and put it in, I wonder will it give me a better message? Name turtle is not defined on line. Oh yeah, so I need to import, right? I need to import, let's spell that correctly. I need to import turtle. And now when I run it, it's going to do exactly what I want it to do. So again, another case where it's very helpful. All right, so now I knew that. Okay, I knew that I had to import the turtle. Okay, so now I'm just going to try to finish this code off. And the great thing about it is working from REPL. If I make an error, no problem. So what do I need? I want 4 colors. Okay, so colors, this is actually a list. Those square brackets are a list. So I am going to define my screen color first, and then I got a list of colors. Okay, wonderful. So now, according to my mission, right, I want to have each parallelogram to be its own color. Now that seems like not just 6, but anyways, that's okay. That's more than 6, but we'll do it with 6 first. So right here we have 4 colors. Okay, and what does it say? We could do random choice colors. Okay, so to pick a color for Pat, we're going to pick a random color from that list. So that code there will do a random color from the list. I want the color to apply to the full parallelogram, so I want to put it in between these two loops. Okay, so now let's run it and see what I get. Oh, another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change Pat's speed. Did we do that last time? Pat.speed. Is there a speed? 0. Okay, let's give this a try. So run. All right, bad input on line 14. Well, 14. There's nothing wrong with 14. So maybe you looked at the line before and the line after. So pat.forward 100. That's simple. Random. Okay, I think here's my problem. I need to import random because that's a special library that allows me to incorporate randomness into my program. Put all your imports at the top. Now when I run this, I still get an error on line 15. Okay, so we got to think a little more. For I in range, import random. Let's see. J equals I. Okay. Choice.colors. Let's do brackets. Parse error. All right. It doesn't like the random.choice. I got to go back and make sure that that code is correct. Pat.color. I didn't. Aha. I don't know. Well, two brackets, two brackets. So I thought this would help us. 1, 2 brackets, 1, 2 brackets. And then I'm doing a choice from this list that's called colors. And I don't know what the problem is. So, not even our... Let me just comment that line out for a second. And yeah, that's working fine. Okay. And it sees the... It's not seeing the list as text. Like parse errors is related to text. Alright, let me just see something here. I'm going to take this code. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to take this code. I'm going to paste it. And now I'm going to run it. And of course I'm not getting anything. It doesn't like Pat. You know what it is? Oh my goodness. It's the indentation here. So as you could see, these lines are showing my indentation. Oh man! So I think this is a nice exercise in patience. I got to bring this back, and now I got to bring this back to that line. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it was indentation error. Oh man, I was worried about that one. So now I'm going to bring this back. So if you programmed in other languages, right, you're used to semicolons, right? Here, I think shows the advantages of semicolons over and curly braces over indentations, but it is shown nicely. So now let's give it a try. No parse error, everything's a different color. All right, wonderful. So that was a good thing. We figured it out. This video went about 3 minutes longer than I wanted, but I hope that you use Python Turtle, I hope you use Repl and Python Turtle combined, and you can have, a nice solution. Okay, so thanks for listening. Remember, use Repl.it to debug your programs.